Hey, it's Phil. In this video, I'm going to show you how to sell digital products in System.io step by step. Now we're going to be creating this exact sales page here. It's a one-page sales page. We're also going to create a thank you page as well as automate it with an email that goes out where you can attach something like a PDF. So if you follow along, you will have a fully ready to go sales funnel that can take payments. It can also send out emails with the deliverables in it. So make sure you stick around until the end. And just before we get into it, if you haven't yet got System.io, I've also got my bonus System Accelerator course full of templates as well as tutorials. So if you want to save some time, make sure you join System for free using the link in the description and I'll send you over that course. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So here is the back end of my System.io account. This is a demo one, so I can show you how to create it on the free plan. What you want to do first of all though is come to your profile image at the top, come to settings, and inside of settings we are going to need to connect a domain name. And the reason we need to is if we want to actually send out emails, which we are going to want to do as we want to send them links to their purchase, you're going to need to connect this. Now, I'm not going to walk you through this, but I have shot a quick 11-minute tutorial, which I'll link to down below. It's helped hundreds of people figure this out. It sounds like it was quite an issue. So make sure you go and set that up first. If you have, let's continue moving forward. So what we want to do is come to sites at the top, click on sales funnels, and what we're going to do at the top right is click create, and we're going to name our product that we're going to sell. So I'm going to just sell this template that I got from Canva as a pretend example of what you can actually sell as an ebook and things like that. So it's the Ultimate Marketing Handbook. So I'm going to come back here. I'm going to name it Ultimate Marketing Handbook. Okay. And if you've connected your domain, you can actually select this here as well. And what are you trying to do? We're trying to sell a product or service. So choose that, choose your currency, and then go click save. So now we have got this funnel here. So go ahead, click on that. And now we've got the minimum pages we need to actually sell products, which is an order form and a thank you page. So what I'm going to do right now, and what I recommend you do, is first of all come to the bottom and click on 30 just to expand the amount of results we have, and just look down here to which template kind of looks good for you. Now you can start from scratch, but honestly it's pretty tricky. The best thing to do is choose a template and then we can adjust it from there. So I like this one right here. You can preview it and go through all of these if you wish. Pause the video, have a look. I'm going to choose this, so click on select. And now it's going to create the basic path. So what we can do right off the bat is actually set this up to sell. So all we need to do after it is actually edit the pages to look pretty, and then it'll be good to go. So let's start off by actually modifying all the settings. Once this is out of the way, the technical part is done, and then it's just about making it pretty. So what I recommend you do if this is your only page on your domain is remove everything. So if someone now goes to this website, this is the order form for that page. If you want to change it, you can put in something like order as well. I'm just going to leave it as that for now. Now, as we scroll down, we have got here, choose offer type. And if you're selling a physical product, you can of course select that. I'm going to choose digital, and down here you can see we can add in a digital product. Now, actually, just before we continue, I'm going to save you a lot of fluffing around. There is an annoying thing about selling digital products where we have to find some way to actually deliver a resource, and it has to be either a course bundle, a tag, a community, or calendar event. So let's go and tackle this right now to save some time. At the top, come to sites and then tags. I'm going to open it in a new tab. And what I'm going to do really quick off the bat is click create, and I'm just going to say Ultimate Marketing Guide. Was it Ultimate Marketing Guide? Ultimate Marketing Handbook. Okay, handbook. And what's going to happen is every time someone purchases, we're going to tag them with this particular tag so we know exactly what they have. So I'm just going to go back to the funnel now, click on refresh, okay, and let's actually set this up. So choose your offer type, digital product. Over here on the right, we want to click on the plus, and the product name is going to be the Ultimate Marketing Handbook, okay. Resource here, click on the plus. What we need to do now is choose tag. And of course, if you're selling a course, you can choose course and so forth. We've got our tag here now. You can't create it on the fly. That's why we've just set it up before. And now we can create a pricing plan. So do you want it to be a subscription, a payment plan, or a one-time price? You can actually add multiple options. So you can have, say, if it's a $100 product, you could have one time. Or if you want to have 4 payments, you can create 4 payments. I'm just going to go ahead and choose one-time payment, but we cannot see the right pricing plan here, so we need to create a new one. And I'm going to call this once again the Ultimate Marketing Handbook. And this is the label that will be shown on the checkout page. And then in the back end, you can just have one that resonates with you. So I might just put Ultimate Handbook, and let's just say I'm testing out the price point at $17. Then I'm going to create this particular variation at $17. So you can quickly change them around later in the future too. And for the statement descriptor, this can be your brand or it could be the product. So I'll just put Ultimate Branding Handbook. You can't fit all the words in, but that's okay. Choose the pricing type. Once again, one-time subscription or payment plan. I'm going to choose just $17 for the one-time payment, exclusive or inclusive of GST, up to you. Go click on save. Now that's been added, click save one more time. If you don't do this, you'll lose it all. So click save. All right, and now we've got our pricing plan, which is good to go. So if we go to this template now, if I click view funnel step, all right, you can see we've actually got the page here. And if you scroll down, you can see here's the order detail, right? So if someone actually put in their information right now and added their card details, they would technically pay me some money, which is pretty cool. However, we haven't finished everything. So now that they've gone and actually been able to purchase it, we need to deliver something. So at the top here, let's go to automation rules real quick, click add rule and trigger. Let's click the plus, new sale, right? And then action, do this. Let's say send an email. And you can see this little tiny plus. It should probably be bigger, but we can quickly do this here. Click create email message. And you can say, congratulations, your new handbook has arrived, okay? And down here, we can just write a quick email. So it could be like, hey, and on the right, we've got these things called personalization substitutes. Basically, if you copy what's inside here, it's going to replace that particular information with the customer's information. So I'm just going to put inside here, first name with the squiggly lines, okay? I'll say congratulations. In fact, I'll just pause the video really quick so you don't have to read me type. Okay, so just a quick email saying congratulations. This ebook will show you how to do XYZ. I've attached the book to this email. Go ahead, get it, start going through it, getting results. Let me know if you've got any questions. Right, so very quick and easy. So if you want to format that a little bit, I always highlight all the text. Come to default here. This is where you can choose the fonts. I like Verdana, just looks a little bit more handwriting. All right, and we've got that substitution. Once again, you can also grab them inside there. Now what we need to do is under attachments, put in the actual thing we are giving them that they've purchased. If not, you can actually just highlight the text and link it if you'd prefer link to something. So for this example, I'm just going to go and pretend that this entire thing is actually a real product. And I'm just going to drop it into this right here like so. Okay, quickly drop it in, click upload. Right, so if they purchase, this is now going to be an attachment of this email. Right, so this will just take a few seconds. Okay, so there it is. Click on select and boom, that has now been attached. So that's perfect. So what I'm going to do now is click save. This is going to automatically send now because we've got our automation trigger. So click save rule, now being created. So every time someone purchases, this automation will trigger. They'll get sent the email with the deliverable. Okay, so that's pretty much all of the technical stuff actually done. So if someone actually went to this page, if they purchase right now, they would get sent the email, they would be tagged, you'd get paid, everyone wins. So let's actually start going in and editing the actual product itself, the product page. So let's click on, once again, on the order form, click edit page, and this is going to take us to the page. So inside of the builder, you can adjust the page however you want. So it looks basically whatever you want it to look like. So I'll show you what I would do if this was me selling this actual product. This is also the template that I love the most. So at the top, we've just kind of got a bit of a punchline to why people are there or what they're going to get out of it. So I'm going to say, learn how to master digital marketing in 60 minutes, something like that, right? And then we've got an image. So I'm going to click on the image. And what you want to do is just click on this little cloud. Okay. And that's going to open up this. You've got your images here if you want. I've actually uploaded a version which I'm going to have, or you can just drop it in. So we've got the book there. You can adjust the sizing. You can adjust where it sits on the page. So I'm going to have it kind of like that. I'll also change just the text down here a little bit. I'll quickly pause the video. All right, so I've just added in a few bullet points here. If you want to add more, you can just simply put them in. It's pretty cool how they've created this sort of option. There's also this contact us page. I'm just going to delete that like so. So I'll just delete these. It's really easy to use this platform. Get rid of bulleted list. Okay, I'm going to give it a little bit of padding around here. You can see it's quite hard up to that text. So I'm going to click on this box. And then at the top here, I will scroll down until you see margin. I'm just gonna give it 5 margin, just to give it a bit of breathing room. Now, there's a bit of a gap between all of these. I'm just gonna tighten everything up. So at the top, I'm going to click on this, and you can see we've got a 32 margin. I'll just change that to 12. That looks pretty good. At the bottom of the image, there's still quite a big gap, so I might change that to just 6. That looks better. Everything else is looking pretty good. You can of course change the terms and everything like that as well. Now the other thing I'm going to do is on the right, we've got a few different fields here. Now I don't recommend adding all of them if you don't need them. I believe less is more when it comes to selling digital products. So first of all, I'm going to reorder everything. So I'm going to put first name at the top. Okay, I'm going to get rid of company name because I personally sell to individuals. Okay, so we've got first name, last name. You can put your tax number if you want. I'm just going to get rid of that. We've got email address and phone number. And phone number is a tricky one. If you can have it if you want. I'm just going to get rid of it as well. And we've also got company and individual. I'll get rid of that. So we've just got 3 input fields now, but the text is really big inside of the placeholder, as you can see compared to that. So this text is only 16. This placeholder text here is, if I have a look, it's 18. So if I press, actually, yeah, here we go. If I change that to 16, it looks a lot better. So I'll just change it to 16 on all of them, like so, and that's looking pretty good. Now I'm going to put the order details above the payment method just because I feel like it naturally flows a bit better. So you can just click, hold and drag, okay, and that's going to reorder everything. Once again, the sizing is a little bit weird, so I'm just going to remove 20 and maybe even give 20 at the top. Okay, so that's spreading it out nice and easily. I'll just remove the bottom, maybe 30 for that one. Okay, and now that's actually looking pretty good. So now that I'm kind of happy with that, I always recommend you go and test out the mobile view by clicking this little button at the top. And this is going to show you what it looks like on mobile. A lot of users are on mobile these days, so I highly recommend doing that. So I can see inside of this tab, we've got a little bit of spacing on the left and right. So I'm just going to get rid of that and put 0. Okay, just to make it the same width. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Might just give it a little padding at the top, and honestly, you can just put as much or little effort as you want in this. All right, and that's looking pretty good. This row's quite wide, so I'm just going to give it 20 padding. Okay, and boom, there we go. I'm actually really happy with that and how it looks. So now I'm going to click save. Okay. And now if I press this play button, this is the live page, right? This is the live page. If someone actually came here, they would see, okay, this is the book. This is what I'm getting. These are the terms and conditions. Name, last name, email. This is what I'm purchasing. And then of course the card details are here. And then if they really want to, they can click buy now. So that's actually really cool. And this is pretty much done. So let's go now and click on exit. And now what we need to do, now that the entire first page is done, is come to the thank you page. Now what we want to do on this page is basically just say exactly like it's showing here, thanking them for their purchase, the next steps, and where to get access to the product. So if I come back to 30, what I'm trying to look for now is the same template I originally chose. So if I scroll down a little bit, it looks like I might just choose this one here. It's nice and easy. So click select, okay. And now I'm going to come to this little path here. This is the website URL. I'll just put success, keep it nice and easy, right? And you can see if I click off it, you get a green check saying it's live. Come to edit page here, right? And what we're going to do is just basically get rid of what we don't need. So more is less in these situations. I'm going to go get rid of all of this, okay? Get rid of this whole row like so, okay? Get rid of that. Get rid of all of this, okay? Because we just want them to go check the email and start going through the product. So I will also get rid of this row, Okay, and you can see I'm just hovering over, finding the trash cans and dropping the trash button. Okay, and there we go. Okay, boom. So that's looking pretty good. I'll get rid of this footer as well. Okay. Now, what you want to do is just give them a nice little message. So thank you. You've just made an investment that will help pay dividends for years to come. I'll just say, we have sent you the email ebook inside of an email. Go ahead, check it out. If you have any questions, okay, let me know here. And I'll just put in my email address, so something like that. And then I'm going to go scroll down on the left and look for an image. Okay, I'm just going to drop it in there like so. Once again, click on this little icon, come to your images, choose the ebook, okay, and click insert, and then just make it a little bit smaller. It doesn't have to be crazy big. And that's basically it. So make sure it looks good on mobile. It looks pretty good. Happy days. Click on save and click on exit. And guess what? If you have followed these steps, you have now actually completed the entire process. And I know it took a little while. It's a little bit technical, but honestly, this is super incredible. This is something that can take massive scale, and you can add to it, you can modify it, you can do anything. So now if someone goes to this live page, if they come inside here, they can see what they are purchasing. If they go put their name, last name, email address, put in their card info, they will then be taken to the second page, which is going to say, thank you, you've just made an investment that's going to X, Y, Z, and the order is going to come through. Now, there is one tricky thing with System.io, which I wish they made a little bit more simple, but if you were trying to test this, and I can assure you right now, if you've followed these steps, it works, but if you wanted to test this, you're actually going to have to purchase it yourself. Now, there are two options for this. You can either actually purchase it at the full price, which I recommend is pretty easy to do. And then once you've done that, you can actually come to contacts, find the person that purchased from you, aka yourself, and then down in payments, you've got 3 dots next to the payment. Just click refund. That will refund the purchase. Or if you want to go a little bit more work, what you can also do is come inside here, and instead of having it for $17, you can create a new pricing plan. So inside of here, I'm going to click on the pencil. I'm going to delete the pricing plan. I'm just going to remove it from this offer so I can bring it back quickly. Click on the little plus, and I'm just going to choose create a new plan. I'm just going to call this the $1 test. Okay. And as you can imagine, this is what's going to happen. I'm just going to test it for $1, and this is just going to be the $1 test. Okay, and click save. Statement descriptor. Okay, I'll just put 1 test. Okay, save. Now what I would do, instead of paying $17, even though you probably should, you can now just pay $1. Actually, that didn't work. Let me click save here. Confirm. Okay, and now if I reload the page, you can see you can now purchase it for $1. So if it doesn't break the bank for actually testing it, and you'll know if it works. But that's it. That is how you actually create a digital product funnel inside of System.io. That is how you can actually sell a digital product. It's a simple strategy. Once you've done it once, you'll realize how simple it actually is. And the good thing, unlike platforms like Standstore or Beacons, this is a full-blown marketing software. So you've got email campaigns you can subscribe them to. You've got your lightweight CRM, you've got the tags, you've got your automations, you can add upsells, downsells, you can add basically anything. Everything has already been created. So building a digital product-based business inside a system is an absolute no-brainer. Once again, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to get some bonuses, I'll leave them down in the description. But that's how you sell a digital product in System.io. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you on the inside.